Alright guys, so today's video is going to be about the subframe connectors. It should be relatively quick, mainly just this little bit in the beginning, me explaining what the subframe connectors are and do, even though you can kind of tell what they are just based off the name. And then I got some time lapse of me putting it on, and that's really about it. So, subframe connectors, what are they? So on these 14 Camaros, they're a unibody, which means the frame in the front is not connected to the frame in the back. It might sound weird. I don't know how many cars still do that nowadays, but the 4th gen Camaro is one of them. So, like I said, there's a frame that goes across here, and on the other side, connected with the K member, and then on the back side, there's another frame that is just this whole section about here to about here somewhere, and what holds them together is the body of the vehicle. So what that means is you can have a lot of body flexing. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but pretty much the vehicle kind of flexes, and I'll kind of use my hands to kind of explain to you guys what I mean. Okay, so here's my car. This is the frame for the back of the car. This is the frame for the front of the car. So when you go on a bump, we'll say, just going straight, nothing too crazy. You hit something on the driver or the passenger wheel here, the front of your vehicle will kind of rotate that way, and the frame will flex while the back stays completely flat. And as you come over it, your front will drop, and when the back hits, that'll lift up and drop. So what the frame connectors do is now it'll connect the front and back together, meaning when your front hits, it'll kind of pick up the back a little bit to help relieve some of the stress on the, I don't know if stress is the word that we really are using, but it'll prevent some of the roll in the body. And what that really helps with, especially for these T-top cars, is obviously in the center of the vehicle, pretty much a dead center of the vehicle, you have your T-tops. So when the body rolls, you get a little bit of gaps inside of your T-top glass area, which can cause leaks. I mean, it only happens for as long as the vehicle is doing that flexing motion, but I mean, it is still causing it to leak, which if you don't want it to leak, or if you live somewhere like I do in Washington, where it rains pretty often, you'll get a bit of water in your car, which I don't get too much in my car, but I have had many mornings where I'll wake up in the morning, get in the car, there's a bunch of water on top of the car, and yeah, I pull up my literally just pulling out of my driveway, and a lot of the water that's sitting on top of the T-tops and in those corners just drip into the car, because that's just the nature of how it is. So these frame connectors should prevent that from happening. But anyways, I will stop talking to you guys, stop rambling, and get you guys into the video. So yeah. Hopefully this doesn't fall. Oh man. Yeah. So this one right here was a 18 millimeter. Yeah. Actually, what's up? Alright, come on. And voila. Cool. I'm not really worried about this bearing. Let me take this off the tripod. I'm not really worried about this bearing because I'm going to replace this with the aftermarket one, this control arm, but that's what she looks like. So let me go ahead, grab the bolts, and put that thing right there so it does the thing that it's supposed to do. Alright, so here's the instructions for you guys. You guys wanted to see it now that I just realized I never showed it to you guys. I'll go ahead and pause it and take a look at it if you want, but Now, what I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to take one of these and one of these and one of these off camera so you guys don't even see what I'm talking about. And boom. Now if I had to take a wild guess, I'm going to go like so, and then boom, through the control arm. Yeah, because pretty sure that's what it's going to tell me to do. I didn't read it, but I'm going to take the control arm, put it back in with the subframe connector, and yeah, hopefully it's super simple, because already I've been doing this for 10 minutes, and most of that 10 minutes has been me recording. So trying to figure out how to record. I'm not very good at this. This is why I want to get a GoPro. Get the little headband one so you guys can see what I'm doing or see what I'm seeing, and then yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead, get you guys pointed in a good direction so you guys can see me fumble around with this and do it wrong 10 times before I figure it out. But yeah. Okay, so that looked like a struggle, but it really wasn't that bad. It was super easy. I just made it complicated. I used the jack to kind of give it a little leverage to hold it in place up there. That's what you guys saw me disappear and come back with, trying to fumble around with. And then also I found out this, if you having a little bit of trouble, it looks like it's sitting too much, you can kind of just push back on it and it'll slide back enough for you to get that hole in there. But I'm gonna put this guy, I'm holding it up with my foot. Boom. I'm not trying to scratch it up because I do like how it looks with the red so far, just kind of peeking under a little bit. But I'm gonna lift it up, try to get it flat. I'm having issues getting it on this backside, so I'm gonna try to get that in there. I'm assuming it's because I just have this piece hanging a little too low or a little too high. But when I get that done, I'll bolt it in, move to the front and show you guys how that works. But so this is super easy. You just take this original nut and bolt out. I don't know why it's so close to my face. Take that out. This will just pop out and it kind of hang right there. And then I do have the wood underneath. It didn't move at all, but yeah, I just being safe. Better safe than sorry. Yeah. Slid this one in, used this to kind of get the jack to give me a little bit of just leverage holding it in place. Moved it around, slid it around until it got to the perfect spot. Put it in, put this one in, kind of messed with it a little bit until I was able to get the bolt in. And now I literally just have to get it on there and then torque it into place. So I'll go ahead, get that done. I'm not going to torque it obviously until the front is on, and I'm gonna read the instructions to make sure, because I thought I saw somewhere I'm not even supposed to torque it until it's on the ground, but I could be wrong, so don't listen to that advice. I'm gonna torque it down when the instructions tell me to torque it down. But anyways, yeah, let me go ahead and get going on what I need to do. Alright, and that's kind of what it'll look like. I'm not going to show you guys the other side just because I'm not trying to waste too much of you guys' time, but I will show you guys when it's all done, what it looks like. Yeah, so this one, not hard, just got to get it right in the right position. And then this one, as you guys saw, the trick for me, get the jack, kind of sliding it down up until it got to a good point where I was able to hold it mostly flush, and then I just got directly under it, pushed up on it. I had to use my shoulder a little bit just so I could get both hands in here to just kind of, I was having trouble lining it up. So if I would have just done it better, then I wouldn't have that issue. But yeah, go ahead, get the other side done, and yeah, it should only take me probably 10 minutes to do that side, and for you, all of 2 seconds. Alright guys, so both sides are done. This is passenger side. This is driver side. So ended up taking, get out of here. I ended up taking a little bit longer just because I got stuck with the control arm on the driver's side, being a pain in the butt, but ended up getting it out with no issues. Yeah, this job took me probably, if I'm not counting how long it took me for doing all of like the recording stuff, this job probably takes 45 to an hour. Yeah. Torqued everything down, so this first, the front two, torqued everything down. The front two are 50 foot-pounds, and the rear is 75 foot-pounds. You gotta do it while the suspension is loaded. So put jacks underneath the rear axle, torqued it down, did it. Luckily I had it on the front suspension already loaded, so I didn't have to worry about that. But 50 pounds, I putting it on the ground now. I'm gonna do it one more time, just touch it, make sure it's good, and then drive. They say if you hear clunk, all you gotta do is just do a simple add a couple extra foot-pounds to bring it up to 100 foot-pounds in the back, and good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna have Doodle do a video, record it to see if it actually does just make the whole body super stiff when I come out of the driveway. I kind of doubt that it's gonna be super noticeable, but if it is, at least I'll be able to feel it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. So yeah, anyways, throw that clip in after this, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, if anybody is actually using this as a kind of like a see how to do it, hopefully you got something out of it. If not, I'm sorry. I do have some more videos coming. I got some stuff for the truck. Hopefully I post that soon, and then I'm gonna do the power steering fluid lines on this, so hopefully you guys see that soon. But either way, appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.